Hello and welcome to Open Studio. My name is Daniela Quiñonero and today we have with us Stella Rydholm. Rydholm Thal?
Rydholm Thal.
Okay.
Yes. It's okay.
She's a filmmaker from Sweden.
Yes.
So first of all, how are you?
I am good. I am good. Had a great breakfast. Feeling all right.
Okay, great. It's nice. I'm really impressed because I read that you started super young. You started in 2017 to do film, as a filmmaker.
Yes.
And you're like 21 now.
Yes.
So can you explain us why or how did you start?
It started even earlier because me and my friend did like Scooby-Doo remakes. We did our own scripts in like a Scooby-Doo kind of way, and when we were like 7 or 8, and then we like cut it on iMovie or something, and then after that my dad got a GoPro, and then I started to do more like traveling videos with his GoPro, which was just for fun. And then my dad, he has like this entrepreneur's kind of mind, and he was like, oh, you should do commercials. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should. So I wrote some companies when I was like 14 or 15 years old, and then I got to do like 2 commercials, and then it just snowballed from there, I think.
I'm really impressed because of these commercials, and I will continue with this line, but I would like a bit to know more about the Scooby-Doo. Sorry, I'm super impressed.
Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, we had like this concept that we were just like, he was Shaggy and I was Daphne or something. And then we did like this Scooby-Doo remake, but we did our own script. So like his dad got to play the villain, and we wrote, and we were like running around with like old handy cams and recording and then cutting in the computer, and like we did that for so many years. And then when we were like 12 or 13, we got too like artistic about it, because I wanted like a lot of things to happen, a lot of colors, and he was like more of a noir guy, and we were like 12, and he was like so invested in how we were supposed to tell this story, and then we couldn't do movies together anymore.
That's super nice. Sorry, but I needed to know more about this.
Yes, no, it's fine. It's a funny thing.
So you started like super young. Mm-hmm. So this was your passion, I think.
Yes.
I assumed since you were a kid.
Yes.
But who are your biggest influence?
Oh, that's a hard question. I think I have like a top 5 movies which I think inspires me a lot, and like the first one that comes to mind is the film Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, mm-hmm. which I adore so much. Like, to be able to create something like that, it would be so cool. And also, I think we talked about it before, like The World's Worst Human from Norway. Such a great film as well. And like, of course, Wes Anderson, he's a great guy. He does so cool stuff, like the groundbreaking stuff he has created, and like every film being like an art piece it's awesome to see.
Well, I'm really impressed. You talk about your references, and you talk about also Norwegian. I already told you, like, all your, not cinema yet, like all your stories or your short films, mm-hmm. are like this Nordic style. Yeah. Like emotional, deep.
Maybe.
Yeah, I had this feeling.
Yes.
Do you think, like, do you do it on purpose, or do you think that it's like, okay, you grow with this and unconscious you do it?
Yeah, I think it's unconsciously. Mm-hmm. I don't like strive to do the classic Nordic films. It's like nothing that's entered my mind in that way. But maybe it happens either way, because you're affected by where you come from and the cultural of filmmaking there. So maybe it happens unconsciously. Yeah,
I completely think that, because as I told you, I think that, Wes Anderson also, but I told you that your job, your work, I related with Lars von Trier, like taking far, but
yes,
with this minimalism of theater and like Dogville, or like with A Sense of Marriage, that are super deep emotions. Mm-hmm. I saw it in your projects, like in I don't know the names properly because maybe they are Swedish,
yes.
but it's like under Huden.
Yeah.
And also the one of the car, if you can say it, because I don't know the
I am the
name.
most silent chaos. Yes.
Yeah, this one. I think that they are super related with emotions, with the characters, like strong characters. Can you tell us a bit more about the development of the characters?
Like I like how I come up with it, or I usually take, of course, like a lot of people do, a lot from own experiences, and like trying to. It's so therapeutic in a way because you're like trying to figure out how you were feeling in that moment and why, and getting to know the characters is also therapeutic for yourself because you get to work so much with that emotion you felt. And so that's almost always how I come up with it. Like I've had similar emotions, and then I like work on it. And but it's really, really interesting to deep dive in characters and character development overall is such a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I also think that with the characters, I mean, you focus a lot on them. Also, you use a lot the daily scenes, like this chaos. It's about not an argument or something like this, a couple. There's also this turn off.
Yes.
That it's also like a daily situation. Well, in the other way around.
Yeah.
But I feel, I don't know if it's like your you try to do this mark, like, okay, I want to do daily situations, like not super random things, like things that we can experiment in our daily life. I don't know if you want to do this, like it's what you want to show, like you want to that the spectators feel like, okay, I know what is this feeling.
Yes, like I don't know. I usually pick like wait, I have to think about this question, I think.
Okay.
Can you say it again?
Like, okay, we use you use daily situations, like turn off, it's like a couple that instead of I don't know how to explain it because I don't want to. Okay, instead of turning on, they do the reverse.
Yes.
But it's a really cozy scene.
Yeah.
And I think that you can think about this. I mean, I didn't think about this way, but it's like super daily scene.
Yes.
That as a spectator, I thought, okay, why I didn't think about this?
Yeah.
Or when you have an argument, about the car. Sorry, I'm super bad with the name.
No, it's okay.
But it's like super daily things, and so it's like more theater. It's like you can experiment this. You go with one character of the other one, even if I don't understand because it's Swedish, as I told you, I don't speak Swedish. Yeah. But it's like you get the emotion and you understand the character. Yeah. So only with the statics.
Yes. So. I don't know how to.
Okay.
Like I find it really interesting to work with the ordinary, to do something unordinary with it. Okay. Because I think that's a good way to have a perspective on life. Like everything can be beautiful and everything could be like cinematic or romantic. It's just how you perceive it and what you can do with the space that you got, kind of thing. And with turn off, which is like, you said it's a couple who are about to have sex, and then something happens, and you can see on her face that she doesn't want to do it anymore, but she doesn't have to say it, and then he just dresses her as romantic as he undressed her, and like it doesn't have to be super big, it doesn't have to be extraordinary, it just has to like create an emotion, and it could be beautiful as well with the ordinary stuff. Yeah. I mean, I really like it, how you develop the characters. That's why I wanted to ask you the question, because I really
really think that it's super interesting, even if I don't understand in this case, yes, because it doesn't have dialogue.
Yeah.
But the car one, yes, it has. So that's why. Also, I think that you have, I don't know, maybe you realize it or maybe you don't do it on purpose, but I think that you use the perspective a lot. Like, I don't know if you have one purpose or you want to do it as a sign of identity.
With camera?
Yes, with cameras. Like, you use a lot the low angle for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and the talking directly to camera. I don't know if you want to do it like on purpose or you do it like, okay, I do it like this because I like it. And it's super theatrical.
Yeah.
So I think that all of your work, that it's cinema and I really like the visuals, you can put it in theater.
Yes. I get really inspired by theater and like to combine the different artistic expression like theater, music, film, because film creates an opportunity to do that, which I think is so interesting to work with. So I get why it's you can perceive it as theatrical, because it is in a way, I think, maybe, because I get super inspired by theater. Yeah. No,
yeah, and I really think that it's super nice. I mean, you are super young, but the fact is that this way to do it, it's like more deep, and it's like we are not that used now in a lot of films that are super like superficial. And in this case, it's the perception only, as I told you, every time, because it's Swedish, so I don't understand.
No.
But you get in contact with the character with this kind of theatrical way. And you focus on these characters and not on the area that you are working. So I only wanted to mention.
Yes, no, thank you.
But so now you are here in Salzburg. Why are you here?
I am here for an art residency, which I got, and I am writing a short film script, and it's also based on a theater production, and the film takes place on a train, and it is kind of about places where people have the opportunity to connect with each other, but we choose not to. Which is kind of like the Western world on how we communicate and talk to each other, which is like non-existent if you don't have a reason to talk to the other person. And I think it's really interesting to work with the what-ifs. What if we actually talk to each other? What if these paths crossed and something even greater could happen? And how we could affect each other if we just dared to speak to each other. And that's kind of it, yeah.
I really like the world that you're creating, like all the deep characters. And I wanted to ask you, because you are doing now here this residency, that it's, I don't know how long it is, but like...
It's a month.
A month?
Yeah.
And you are doing the script, so you are thinking also to record here, or maybe you go to Sweden and you record it there? Because for sure you focus on the character, so...
Yes, I think it will be easier for me to record it in Sweden, because I have all my contacts there, and yes, I would then, otherwise I would just send a lot of Swedish people here and we would shoot in a train here, and I think that would be quite complicated.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand, I totally understand, but I wanted to ask you because maybe you use the opportunity of Salzburg to, like, okay, develop in another area instead of only Sweden.
Yeah, I think like it's just a developing stadium. I'm here, just writing it, and then like the production will be in Sweden. Yeah. And
you have this project now. Do you have any project more in mind?
To do now? Yes, I have a lot.
Okay.
But not. I have one other. I think I will be doing maybe when I get back. Which is more of a spontaneous idea, but it's about a girl falling in love with a ghost, kind of.
Okay.
Which is also like played in a kind of ordinary scenario, but like doing something extraordinary with it. Because she has like... do you want me to tell you the story?
Yes, please. I'm super interested.
So she has this boyfriend who is really like outgoing and extroverted, but maybe not that nice to her because he's a lot in his own world. And him and her and some friends go to this abandoned house, and there she sees somebody in one of the rooms, but the other people cannot see that person. And then the day after, she comes back and she starts doing this regularly and coming back to the house and talking and getting to know this ghost. But it's not sure, like, as a viewer, you're not sure that it's a ghost. It's just something weird about it. And then I can tell you the whole thing, but I don't want to spoil it.
No, don't spoiler. I only want, if you can, this ghost we will see.
Yes.
Or okay,
yes.
perfect.
We will be in her mind, kind of. So
okay.
we will perceive it as she perceives it, which is that she sees somebody, but you can kind of tell that the other people don't see him.
Whoa.
Yes.
I did really think that it's super interesting. So I will really love to see it. Yes. I don't know if it will be. I assume that in Swedish, so I will not understand so much.
I can make subtitles for you.
Please, it will be a pleasure. I mean, I really like the visuals, but I would like to understand like the whole package, because I was looking and I was like, it's this or not? I need to talk with her, because let's see.
No, but of course it's hard for you because it's in Swedish.
But with the way that you develop the characters, I should mention that it's pretty accurate. When you explained me what it was about, I was like, okay, I understand it like this.
Nice.
Maybe not like the context, yes. But it's super nice. I really, really, really like it.
Thank you.
So you started, well, you started 10 years ago almost, but you started like professional-wise now.
Yeah.
And it's really nice, your projects.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you also about what do you think that you can, you're doing this, not internship, how it's called, like this residency here. What do you think that you got from Salzburg?
A lot of inspiration. I talked to one person a few days ago, and I was like saying that, like, how wonderful to be in a place full of strangers when I'm writing a script about strangers getting to know each other. Because that's what I've been doing this month, and that's what the script is about, which has been like super inspiring, and I've gotten so many new ideas just because of that. So yes, a lot of new ideas, and also helping to develop the characters, I think, because I've met some people here in Salzburg, which has totally inspired me into developing the characters of the script, and maybe putting some of the people I've met here into the characters, maybe, like, yeah.
Oh. Nice. I mean, in 1 month, you took a lot.
Yes.
And how do you see yourself, like, in 5 years or in 2 years? Let's put 2 years, that it's less, and maybe you feel more comfortable.
I don't know. I just want to keep creating. And that's the only goal, I think. Just doing what makes me happy, and if film makes me happy in 2 years, then I will probably be doing that.
So now you have all of the stuff that you have, it's short films. Do you plan to do like a long film?
That is the goal,
okay.
Of course. But it's super hard, of course, and it's so much work to do. But of course, that's a dream thing. But if it will ever be possible, it will be so many years from now, I think. But I just got this producer, which is helping me a lot. And she is about to make her first full-length movie. So, like, maybe I will have the opportunity thanks to her. But I can't tell if it will ever happen. But of course, it's a dream. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's all. I don't know if you want to add something more to the interview that I didn't ask, and you say, okay, this is important to mention.
Like what?
Like for us, it's done. I don't know if you want to give something like, okay, I have this that you didn't ask, and I would like to introduce, or something like any film, any whatever. No.
I don't know. No. I have no idea. If you're feeling like we're done, then we're done, I think.
Really? Okay.
Or maybe I don't know what to say more.
No, I really like the interview. I really like your work a lot. I really hope that you continue doing this and you grow and you do really soon this long film. Because I think that it's super good, your work. I'm impressed because you are 21 years.
Yes.
So you are continue maybe studying, or you want to, I don't know how you will develop your career.
Yeah.
But I would like to see more stuff from you, and also in another language that I can understand.
Yes.
And I'm super thankful that you are here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here as well. It's really nice.
So
thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, and see you in the next program of Open Studio.